Let's stick with politics for a moment here because there is a dispute within the Democratic Party that continues to grow. Earlier today, news broke that the party wanted to oust its elected vice chair, David Hogg. David Hogg, if you don't know who this is a young man who's a survivor of the 2018 Parkland shooting. He became an activist for the cause of ending gun violence, and he's since risen in the ranks of the Democratic Party. But his idea to fund primary challengers for some Democratic congressional members, it angered many in the party, including its chairman. NBC10's political commentator Sue O'Connell is here with us. Sue, let's talk about David Hogg. A lot of young people, right? They have complained that some older people in the Democratic Party, that they're out of touch and that they need to retire. Hogg's complaints go a little bit further than that, but why has his idea caused such a rift within the party?
So Hogg's push for this generational change in the Democratic Party has caused such a rift because it directly challenges the established power structures. Look, he has this $20 million Leaders We Deserve campaign with the plan to primary these longtime incumbents. And this threatens senior Democrats who've built careers in what they would call safe seats, meaning they're not going to be challenged by other Democrats. Now, Hogg says he isn't targeting competitive districts or effective Trump opponents, but you can see why the party establishment still views this as at least destabilizing. And the tension escalated when the DNC took a first step toward possibly requiring a new election for two of its vice chairs, including Hogg. And they're saying it's about a procedural violation, but of course the conspiracy theorists are all over it. And this is just a classic conflict of political tension between maintaining party stability, bringing in fresh perspectives, especially as the Democrats have to get ready for their post-2024 election strategy.
Well, and it's going to be difficult, right? Because something that Democrats lack, certainly right now, is a leader. The party has plenty of big, recognizable names, but not one person who everyone can turn to. Open up the playbook. What do they do here?
So the Democrats really need to do what I just said, which is balancing this fresh energy while preventing a Tea Party-style revolt that could hurt their chances. The midterm elections are right around the corner, and this is why the party's establishment is so nervous about Hogg's primary challenges, because they're already facing this really difficult 2026 map. They have to defend the battleground states in Minnesota and New Hampshire and Michigan while trying to flip places like Maine and North Carolina. And the 2028 presidential election, we're already looking forward to that, already has some issues to sort out. Do you remember, Colton, how New Hampshire got bumped from the first in the nation presidential primary status? That conversation is open again, and it has to be resolved. And everyone is waiting for former Vice President Kamala Harris to decide if she's going to run for California governor or another White House run, or maybe she's just going to host a cooking show. Who knows? But the Democrats need someone who's going to bring them all together before the Republican advantage grows, even as the chaos around the tariffs and everything is happening.
Yeah, I think that the Kamala announcement is the one thing that a lot of folks are waiting to see which direction she goes. And Sue, as always,
could be a cookbook.
It could be a cookbook. Could be. All right, Sue, thank you.
All right, still to